Lakes are some of the most calming places in the world. Although I like oceans as well, there's a welcoming feeling one gets when near a lake. There's nothing quite like sleeping and listening to the water by the lake. In troubling times, we all need to recharge our batteries, and that includes getting a good night's sleep. Some people might not find that particularly easy to do today. Another thing that is helpful when it comes to clearing our heads is getting out in nature. Of course, if you don't live near a lake or a wooded area or simply don't have the time, this visualization is for you. When it comes to sleep or even relaxation, the trick for so many of us is identifying that perfect time in our circadian rhythm and building a routine around it. This meditation can come at the end of your routine, right as you are ready to sleep. Long after you've shut off every screen, maybe you've read a book, perhaps you've included a yoga practice. It really doesn't matter what your routine includes. Just make it consistent and consider keeping a sleep diary to know what works for you. This meditation will not be about focusing on your mind and body. For me, that type of meditation is best done during the day. This meditation will be about quieting your mind and keeping it from getting carried away by random thoughts. Sleep is your time. Now, get yourself into a comfortable position. Take 3 deep, cleansing breaths, and we'll begin. You arrive near the boat launch at one end of the lake. There are children playing along the shore. Their voices are full of innocence and youthful exuberance. You hear the sound of oars on the sides of small boats and kayaks. The cool, deep blue water slaps the side of the crafts and curls up onto the rocks. You pause here for just a moment. This is not what you came for. You were looking for a more relaxing, solitary experience. But you take a moment to appreciate the joy of others. They came to the same lake for many of the same reasons, yet their moment of peace is found in kayaking with the kids or fishing. On the other side of the launch, there's a path that heads into the woods. You figure the path goes around the lake. You stop and take a deep breath. This is what you came for. You fill your lungs with the scent of the lakeside forest. Although it is warm out, the air under the canopy of trees is a little cooler. It's refreshing. There are a plethora of sounds to enjoy. There are birds, the breeze through the trees, and the gentle lapping of the water against the soft shore. You haven't walked far, but already you can no longer hear the people. You feel wonderfully alone, but at the same time, part of something much bigger. Looking to your left, you can see the lake. In the shade of the trees, it takes on darker hues. On your right, the trees get thick and you can't see very far, you enjoy the metaphor. It keeps you in the here and the now. The greens here under the canopy are dark and rich. You can almost see them expand and contract as they take in your carbon dioxide and exhale oxygen for you. A breeze comes up off the lake. The trees bow slightly. You imagine it is a thank you for giving them life. You return the gesture with a slight nod. A few more steps, and out of the corner of your eye, you see a frog leap from the shoreline and belly flop into the lake with a plop. You stop, move closer, hoping to see it, but the frog is an expert at blending into its surroundings. You contemplate the idea of blending in. The idea appeals to you. But at times you want to shine as well. You consider being a chameleon as opposed to a frog. You are a chameleon with free will. You can blend into nature and be one with it. But whenever you desire, you can stand out and shine brightly. This thought pleases you, and you smile. You start to come around a bend, following the contours of the lake. Here, the lake becomes shallow, muddy, swampy. The type of life that this ecosystem maintains is slightly different. The frogs still love it, as you hear them plopping into the water with even more frequency here. You are now on the opposite side of the narrow end of the lake. You can see where you came from. The terrain doesn't matter. The difficulty or ease of the journey doesn't matter anymore. You made it to here, and you can look back and appreciate the path you chose. You realize that there was a person fishing along the bank. They were so quiet, so still, that you didn't notice them when you were on their side. You can see that they are fishing with their eyes closed. They're not asleep, but instead let their sense of touch and hearing take the lead. You stop and close your eyes. You try to pick out individual birds, animals, and insects by the sounds they make. You can feel the breeze on your face, and you can tell which parts of your body are in the shade and which parts are being warmed by the sun. You find that you enjoy the sensations provided by both light and shade. As you stand there with your eyes closed, you hear or sense a falling leaf that lands on your shoulder. Fall can't be far behind. You open your eyes and continue the journey. Making your way around the bend, the lake again opens up, and you can hear the people and the splashing of oars in the water. Although their sounds carry on the open water, you can tell that they are moving away from you. They are a signal that the sun will be setting soon, and you should probably make your way back. You look ahead, and you look back at the way you came. Your choice is to return along the same path that got you here. You know you didn't see, you didn't hear everything on your first pass. You know that sights and sounds will be different, and that it is important to see things from other perspectives. You could walk this path any number of times, and each time you will see something new, make new discoveries. The magic of nature is that it is ever changing. In a month, these leaves will all be different colors. The sunlight will come from another angle. The birds will have other tunes to sing. Around the bend, a frog creaks and you spot it. Its body is submerged, but its head and neck are out of the water. You see its neck bulge, and it belches out another low, creaking sound. You're about to lose the light, so you keep moving. The sounds of the forest intensify, yet the lake seems to be calming even more. There's a light, rhythmic lapping of the shore. You near the end of the path and turn one more time. The voices are gone. It's just you, the lake, and the glow of the sun that has just made its way below the tree line. You take one more deep breath, knowing that tonight you will sleep deeply, dreaming of this lake.